people have mixed feelings about this move by David Stearns and trying to convert Clay Holmes back to a starter role. So for you, who right, like I said, you were on it from the start. You're like, this could, I like this. This, I think this could really work for the Mets and Clay Holmes. So for the people that are skeptical or not being as open minded maybe about this conversion, give us your pitch. This does not make your pitch, but give us a pitch as to why Clay Holmes as a starting pitcher can be very, very successful.
Well, first of all, he has three plus plus pitches, and that's where he's going to start with right now. That sinker, the sinker, the sweeper, the slider, the three plus pitches with great stuff. You have a stat called stuff plus. I don't know exactly what stuff plus means. There's probably some very smart dudes that know exactly how they measure that, but it's all way above average. So it shows that he has three very, very good pitches. So not just not just good pitches. You can almost call it elite pitches, and that's the starting point. And I think three elite pitches can get you very far. I mean, remember Johan Santana who threw the fastball, slider, changeup, three elite pitches, and that's all he needed. Also, Clay Holmes pitched with the Yankees, who not only not always get the best out of them. I think they did if you compare it to the Pirates, but the Pirates have a knack, especially in that time period when Clay Holmes was with the Pirates, to not get the best out of their pitchers. I think we see numerous examples where pitchers left the Pirates and became stars. Garrett Cole, Tyler Glasnow, they all had some work with the Pirates and didn't do tremendously, and then they did great somewhere else. They became stars. Not saying that Holmes became a star. He became a very, very good reliever. And another thing that's really, really important, in my opinion, is that this guy gets ground balls. He was in the 100th percentile in ground ball rate. If you want to be a starter, it's important to also limit those hard hit contacts and keep the ball on the ground, get some quicker outs. And with that sinker, he has the ability to get that. I mean, the 100th percentile just means he has the best ground ball rate in the major leagues. So that are 2 points that I think will work very, very well for him. The only thing that I think he should add is some kind of weapon against left-handed hitters. Let's say a changeup, let's say maybe a split finger. But we saw already that this was in the works before we came aware. So Clay Holmes probably had that in mind from the moment that he signed, before he signed, obviously. So I bet that Clay Holmes is already working on adding some type of weapon in his arsenal to face lefties. So I have complete confidence that he will be able to do that with a full off season. Obviously, coming from the relievers, from the bullpen, you probably hopefully get 120, 130 in innings, maybe even more. I hope more. That would be great. But the workload is something that we might see differently. But I think with if you add another arm, then you have provided some depth for him. So I'm good with that too. The walk rate is a little bit scary, but maybe not needing to close a game out, not being the guy that needs to throw the perfect pitch every time actually works for him. I think it does. Just throw that sinker if you want to get out of an inning or you're 3-1 down. Just throw that sinker and let them make the outs. And if you are 4-2 ahead, for example, in the third inning, it's a lot different than you are 4-2 ahead in the ninth inning. So I think that mentality for him could help. So he could maybe attack hitters a little bit different. And honestly, I think this is going to be the steal of the offseason. When we look at it next year and talk about this, and hopefully we remember that I said this, I think Clay Holmes, with how expensive the starting pitching market is, um, little under $30 million per year is peanuts for a starting pitcher. And even if he doesn't pan out in the rotation, you have always have the ability or the option to bring him back to the bullpen, and you have a very good bullpen arm, maybe even a little bit of a stretched out bullpen arm, which could be money for you if it doesn't work out. So even if it doesn't win in him being in the rotation, you still have a good arm. He's not gonna um, learn not to pitch. He was a very, very good pitcher. I think he's a bit of an underrated pitcher because of his blown save last year. But that was not always on his own fault. It was also the Yankee infield defense behind him. And with the Mets, we have a prime shortstop playing short. Maybe we have Luis Angel Acuna playing second, and who knows what that third at first. But those two can play some defense behind him. So that's obviously going to work for him too.